All right, YouTube, what is going on? Welcome back to another Pokemon market update. This video, we're talking about something that I did not expect to be talking about, and that is Shrouded Fable, because it has been blowing up as of lately, and this set is just going crazy for some odd reason. And we're going to talk a little bit about the set and a few of the products here, sealed and singles as well, and kind of try to decipher where the best plays are, I guess, in terms of Shrouded Fable, because this is a set that you can still get on shelves. So with the Pokemon market drying up lately, there's not a lot of product around. Prismatic Evolutions kind of started this craze. Nobody could get that, and now every other product is pretty much selling out everywhere you go. So we're going to look at Shrouded Fable because it is one of the things you can still get, and it's making some pretty impressive runs. But quickly, before we get into it, we're just going to hear from today's sponsor, Sleeved TCG. Now, Sleeved is a dedicated Discord server which has committed themselves to bringing you guys all of the in-stock notifications for Pokemon and TCG products. Now, one of the hardest things right now is to actually get product when stores do restock, and that's what they've committed to doing for you guys. If you want to join the Discord server, it is down in the description below, and they will send you notifications when the big box retailers do restock with Pokemon product. And the best part about it is absolutely free. So you don't have to pay anything to get in. If you guys want to join, I will leave a link down below so you guys can get involved. Sleeved has also been nice enough to team up with me to give away a Prismatic Evolutions binder collection to one of you guys. So if you guys want to be in the draw to win that binder collection, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, you leave a like on the video, and you drop a comment down below saying something regarding Prismatic Evolutions. Whether you like it, you hate it, whether you have a favorite card in there, anything to do with Prismatic Evolutions will pop you in the draw. So you guys have the next week or so to be able to enter. Make sure you get in quick because this one is going to go fast. All right, so we're back and we're looking at Shrouded Fable. We're going to start over here on the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box. Again, this is one of the cheapest Elite Trainer boxes that you can pick up right now. And I think the reason with that is the fact the promo card inside it is actually pretty weak. Now, we know from, I guess, historical events that the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes are so valuable because of the stamped promo card that comes inside. You look at the Charmander from Obsidian Flames, you look at, you know, the Eevee from Prismatic Evolutions. I saw a PSA 10 in that, just sold for $1,800 US, which is ridiculous. The Charmander goes for a couple of $100 as well. So when you're looking at these Pokemon Center ETBs, it very heavily comes down to the promo card and not so much the actual packs inside. So I think the fact that, you know, this has a Pecharunt as the promo card doesn't do it any favors. The ETB hasn't actually moved too much. It's only up about 2% in the last 3 months. So we're going to kind of bypass that. But there's another sealed product that I want you guys to look at, and that is the Greninja EX Special Illustration Collection. This thing was sitting on shelves for the longest time, and now it is selling like hotcakes. It is moving so fast. This has just run absolutely up 111% in the last few months. This thing at the start of January, so a couple of weeks ago, was 43 US dollars. It's now 81. So it's basically doubled in the last 3 or 4 weeks. Mainly reason being, again, we talk about these promo cards that come in these boxes. The Greninja promo card is skyrocketing in price. This is the best special illustration rare that you can get in all of Shrouded Fable. Like, you can't open packs and get a better special illustration rare than the Greninja out of these boxes. And they were readily available. Like, people probably have 10 of these sitting at home, and it's up 161% in the last 3 months. So I've seen these around stores, and we're going to talk about the Kingdra box in a second as well, because that has gone up too. But these boxes are now up to, you know, market price is $81 due to the fact that everyone's realized, oh, that Greninja card's actually sick. And if you can grade it in a PSA 10, it is worth a ton as well. So looking at the Kingdra box, not as expensive. It's exactly the same box as the Greninja one, but it comes with a Kingdra promo set instead. And yeah, like I said, not as higher valued Pokemon or as desired Pokemon. This one up 90%, sitting around the $53 mark for market price. The Kingdra card, like I said, I would rate it over all of the special illustration rares that are actually inside Shrouded Fable. If you had put the Greninja and the Kingdra as your special illustration rares inside packs, and you'd put the special illustration rares that are in Shrouded Fable packs into these boxes, I think everyone would have a fully different opinion on Shrouded Fable. I think they would love it. A lot of the illustration rares that we're going to look at in a minute are super nice artworks. So that's one thing to keep in mind as to my opinion on why people didn't like Shrouded Fable. And I'm one of them. I kind of ignored Shrouded Fable for a long time. The only things I really did like was this Kingdra and the Greninja, and I probably should have bought more sooner. But in saying that, my theory was right, even though I didn't act on it. I really liked both of these cards, and I thought, they would be worth quite a bit if they were in packs, but they weren't, and they were all over the place. You could walk into just about any store and find them. So I kind of wish I had acted on it, and that's what you learn from when you see stuff like this. I need to trust my gut. But again, like I said, I'm still new to this. I don't have a ton of disposable income to pump into cards. So I kind of have to pick and choose my moments. And this was one where I just chose not to. So Kingdra up as well. Obviously, these two cards in PSA 10s are going for really good prices if you're into grading. But let's talk about some of the illustration rares, starting with the Persian, which has exploded. This is a nice card for starters. This card has always been really, really cool. The design of him looking out the window, he's got his reflection, he's got the city in the background. And we know, well, we don't know, but it's kind of alluding to being Giovanni's Persian, right? So with the Team Rocket set coming out later this year, plus with Shrouded Fable starting to get some momentum, this card has just astronomically increased. It is up 213%, with market price being around $78. So the Persian, I want to actually show you the PSA 10s because I don't think you'd believe me if I showed you, selling for $400 US. So if you've got a few of these, or even if you've got one that looks like it could grade in a 10, you're looking $350 minimum on this. Honestly, right now, you could probably get 400. This one was 400 plus delivery. So his shipping expenses on top. The Persian is such a gorgeous card, and it's one of those ones, same like we talked about in the last video with, any of the Jesse and James Team Rocket cards, any of the Giovanni cards. Persian kind of falls under that category. I would say the Arbok cards kind of fall under that category as well. Anything to do with Team Rocket, with this big Team Rocket set coming out later in the year, I think these are all going to see some really good increases, and we're already starting to see it here with Persian. So don't sleep on the Persian. The next one is my favorite card in the whole set. The whole set, including the special illustration rares, the Houndoom illustration rare. I think this is the best artwork that we have in this set. I love Houndoom as a Pokemon. It's one of my favorites. I think it comes from the fact that my favorite Pokemon is Arcanine, and Houndoom is kind of like the next generation version of Arcanine, which I think is really sweet. This artwork with the pack in the background, just the shadows, the what do you call it? The silhouettes is the word I was looking for, of the other Houndoom chasing through in the background as well. This card is gnarly. Like, I love, love, love this card. And it's up 143%. So, I mean, it's making good gains. It's doing a lot of cool stuff. This card is sweet. And in a PSA 10, you're looking around 300 to 250, 300, I would say, for this. There's some Japanese ones. This is worth noting as well if you're into Japanese collecting. Only 40 USD if you want a PSA 10 in Japanese. So that in itself might be a play. We might look back on this video in a couple of months' time and probably should have bought some Japanese ones. But again, for me, I collect predominantly English. Maybe because I really like Houndoom, will I pick up the Japanese version in a PSA 10 just because it's cheap, and, I'm not going to go and pay $300 or $250 right now for the Houndoom. I just don't have that kind of income disposably available. But yeah, for those of you that do invest in PSA 10s, just have a look at this one as well. Duskull coming in at the last card on our list. Is it the last card on our list? Yeah, well, we'll talk about some other stuff, but it's the last kind of illustration rare I wanted to showcase. Up 87%. And the thing I like about this card is you've got the three cards of the evolution line. They all kind of make an artwork together, and I've spoken about this before. I love cards that join to make an artwork, and these three do. So this is a cool one. This is the only one that really has gone up significantly, but all three of them have gone up a bit. This one's up 87%, sitting at $46 market price right now. So that one worth checking out. The PSA 10s aren't really worth it if you're buying this now at, say, $50. and then looking to grade it, I think it's only around 100 to 110 in a PSA 10. So with grading costs, shipping costs, all that kind of stuff, it's probably not worth grading this one, but still looks sick in a binder. That's for sure. Now, looking at the set as a whole, I've just pulled up all of the, I guess, most valuable cards in the set. Outside of what we've spoken about, you've got your special illustration rare Pheasantipity. You've got, your other special illustration rare in the Okie Dokie here. These cards, to me, they're just not exciting. Like, I would much rather hit the Persian or the Houndoom, and the price actually reflects that for once, which is really nice. But something that's interesting is the Cresselia. The Cresselia is pretty valuable in terms of, I feel like it's not really a Pokemon that a lot of people talk about, but it's getting some spotlight here. And the other thing that's really interesting about this set is the fact that a lot of these cards are playable in the TCG, so I think that provides a little bit of extra value. So you look at the basic Darkness Energy, the basic Metal Energy, you look at cards, where was the other one that I was looking at? Oh, this one here, the Pheasantipity EX. A regular EX card is $20, right? I guess market price is 11, but it's one of those things where you can grab a stack of these and sell them off. If you're getting these out of packs and you've just got them sitting in a binder or sitting at home, you might want to check, because this is something that you could buy 2 more packs with just by offloading one Pheasantipity. So that's kind of something to think of as well, as some of these lesser hits are actually worth, I guess, selling onwards if you're looking to buy more packs and either Master Set, Shrouded Fable. Sorry, I'm getting tangled. Master Set, Shrouded Fable, or you're just looking at, making some of the cash back. Even your Night Stretches are worth $2 each. And this is just an uncommon card. So you can get rid of a bunch of those and make some money back from them. I think the Q-Fant is another one that's really, really nice. I always talk about these cutesy cards because there are people that collect cutesy cards. My partner is one of them. This is one she absolutely loves. And, this is even up 64% as of late. So you just never really know. But these are the things that I kind of try to take note of with what's increasing now, so that in the future, when I do go to make plays early in a set, I kind of know what to look for. And that's something that I've learnt just in my last couple of months of collecting and being new to this hobby. These cutesy cards, don't sleep on them, because they can go up in value. And I guess this Q-Fant is full credit to that. But yeah, Shrouded Fable doing crazy things. I don't have much more to say about it. If you find some, it's probably worth picking up. If you can get some of these cards for really cheap, it's probably worth picking up. You can get quick flips if you can get the previous prices for these cards, because a lot of them have only gone up just recently in the last couple of weeks. So, if you're finding stacks of these Greninja boxes or stacks of these Kingdra boxes, it might be worth grabbing them, because the promo cards in themselves are going to pay off the packs that are in those boxes. So if you're someone that just wants to open packs and you're looking at Shrouded Fable, this is where it's at, because you buy this Greninja special illustration rare box. If you can buy that for retail price, like if you can find it in a store, not market price, but retail price, and you can sell the Greninja card for say 35 USD, you've made your money back on the 5 or 6 packs that actually come in the boxes. So that's really all I had to say. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, thank you so much for the support on the channel lately. You guys have been awesome, and obviously we have the giveaway running. So make sure you're commenting down below, and I will see you guys in the next video.